Hey everybody, welcome back. Johnny here. Today we're playing Garen into Ornn. Very annoying matchup because this guy has actually insane damage for a tank.
Marches as one.
Let's see how we do here. Today we're playing with Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity, Cut Down, Celerity, and Nimbus Cloak. Playing around with Alacrity today. I kind of go back and forth between Alacrity and Haste. Both of them great options. But yeah, let's see how we do here. We're going to try to use the power of Conqueror for extended trades against the Ornn. He, again, like I say, he just has a lot of damage. So because of the harass, we got the shield to try to deal with that. I'm going to go for an E start here and see if he lets me just spin on his head. That's not a bad start for me. He does have D shield as well, so he gets to heal quite a bit too. He just used his Q there, so if he lets me, I will once again spin on his head.
I will not falter. I will lead the charge.
We also got our level up, so whenever we have a nice little level up timer, we can look for an aggressive trade on him. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to use our Q on him, but that's okay. Now, my only objective is to get this wave in safely.
Break their ranks!
Unfortunately,
Protect our land.
yeah. Oh, holy moly! Okay. Wow.
That's done.
He has insane damage early on. Okay. We made a mistake. I have to admit, I underestimated this guy's damage. Also, first game of the day, we're a little rusty. We didn't W the brittle damage proc. It's okay. Let's get back to lane. We are equal CS at the very least, so that's one thing positive for us. Plus, this wave is actually going down currently, so he might lose... I was gonna say he might lose some XP, but he decided to stay around, actually. And remember, guys, he doesn't have flash. So I'm gonna pop my potion here. W. There we go. Okay, nice. We got a sweet return kill on him. And we have the power of Garen, which means we can get this wave in pretty quickly. I didn't get a couple of those. So we get to go back to base real quick here. Let's get some significant damage. Bring the volume down a little bit on the music there. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the music. This is actually my own music that we're using for the videos. We get to catch this wave and try to... Nice, yeah, perfect. We W the charge. And the wave is a little bit held in this nice pocket here. So whenever we're playing in this position, it's a lot harder for him to E directly into us. So if he does it, he will tank the tower, which is part of my strategy here. So it makes his E ineffective whenever we're able to play in this pocket. There we go. Most of his damage comes from... Okay, he has a contra ward there. most of his damage comes from his W. So that's the main thing that we want to use our own W for. There you go. But the damage doesn't come from the fire thing he does. It's actually the auto attack that comes after. So that's the main thing. Okay. So we're now level 6. We have potentially kill pressure on him if we get him a bit lower. But we have to remember that he is also level 6. He has insane damage with his ultimate and insane CC. So he can keep us locked down for a long time and do a lot of damage. I'm not gonna get close to the rock so he doesn't get access to his knockup. That's probably what he wants. I'm gonna kite back from that. Get the last hits. Let's see what he decides to do here. He does get the level up. Okay. I'm going to choose to kite away. And now he is in kill range.
Marches as one.
And I don't believe he has like enough mana to do a full combo. I'm gonna choose to W that. See if I can hold the wave around here.
Forge onward.
I took a lot of damage for that, but I'm hoping it will be worth it so that we make it really gankable for my Nocturne. And I want him to E into me. If he does, we'll absolutely kill him. What? What is the damage he deals?
Yup. Dead.
Wow. That's just crazy damage. There we go. We get the counter kill on him. We're messing up a bit too much. So because we're a little bit behind in this lane, I'm gonna choose to actually forgo boots early on. See if we can get a quicker spike building my item here. We are at least fairly equal in CS, so it's not too bad. Also, we've put him in a very gankable position, so my jungler has been able to pretty much like feed on him in a way. So let's continue to play out the lane here. Our next objective is to just get a clean crash on his tower if we can. I'm going to W that, and there we go. Okay.
I stand ready.
Just the... It's remarkable, the power of Ornn. This is fine for us if we can just keep the wave here. So instead of crashing it like we planned originally, we're going to adapt to this a little bit. If he decides to go somewhere else, that's totally fine. I'm just gonna signal he's missing. He's losing XP from the wave every moment he's away. There we go, he's back. Again, in this pocket, he doesn't get to play aggressive, because if he charges into me, he's going to tank the entire tower. And that type of trade benefits me because we heal up. So as you can see, my passive is already proccing. We're already healing back up. We're happy with just catching the wave. We might drop a couple last hits in exchange for like playing it safe. That's okay with me. Not the problem. We're gonna E on his head. Got his flash. Use my Q to dispel the slow. Go on the jungler instead. Okay. We're going to flash away. Ult him. There we go. We trade junglers. And remember, Ornn used his ultimate, so he no longer has it right now. I W that, and then I ignite E. He should die here. We outplayed him there. Or rather, he outplayed himself by charging into me under tower. That's kind of what I was saying, and I'll take the chance to go back here. That's kind of what I was saying. By playing in that pocket close to my tower, what happens is if he decides to like E into me, he will be under tower. Which makes it a lot more difficult for him to play really aggressive like that. He tried it and he paid the price. Okay, so now we have my completed item, so does he, and he also has steel caps. So now he's actually maybe more tanky than what I can manage. But the good news is we never have to kill this guy to get ahead. We can if he lets us. We have good damage now.
We fight for those who cannot.
We can look to just push waves much faster and much more effectively than he can. Okay.
Be bold. Be just.
Katarina's here? Which way is she going? There we go. Free kill for us. We just observe which way she's going, right? And we can see exactly where she's gonna end up. We slow him with the stride, and then W, and just whack away at him. There you go, beautiful. Get these last hits. Okay. We're creating some nice advantages there, even though we had a pretty rough start.
Show them the strength of Demacia.
Let's whack away at this tower. I don't remember if Ornn... I don't think he used his TP, so I'm just gonna go back here. I'm expecting him to TP straight away. I think we're not gonna alter our build too much. What we're gonna do is go into a Phantom Dancer, and we might consider getting like some armor reduction for Ornn, but I'm not sure yet. It really depends how the game is going to go, because at the end of the day, like I said, we don't have to kill Ornn to win this game. It's not necessary. I don't know if I can get here. Oh, I can actually. I don't have my ult yet. This is probably something we can win.
The first of many.
There we go. And we're on a rampage despite a difficult start. That is actually one of the things I love about Garen, is that, you know, this champion is fairly forgiving. You can make some mistakes in lane, but he has such a strong ability to push out waves that both in the mid game and in like laning stage, it just creates a lot of options for you to come back from tough situations. So look at that. Even though this Ornn technically beat me in lane early on, we actually can do a lot more than he can when it comes to like creating tempo for our team and being there at specific times. So the next objective, always a great question to ask, is Dragon in 1 minute and 30. So what I'm gonna do is ping my team so that they are aware. A lot of people don't think about it. They aren't aware that the objective is coming up. Go. You can see Ornn is doing some weird business there. We don't care about it. All we care about is keeping this lane pushed. I wonder if he's gonna come through here. That's all. We have 50 seconds for Dragon. We will absolutely be at the Dragon. With my Stride Breaker, I get to just kite back completely safely. And look at the amount of damage we deal to him too, so. Okay, I'm going to W that. Auto Q, ult. Beautiful. Simple attacking chess. I mean, again, another thing that's beautiful about Garen is that you don't need it's not like Riven. You might need to flash away from this. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be too many people. But my team can now do Dragon because we dragged 4 people top. I really hope we take advantage of that. Now, let's talk about damage reduction options. We can go something like Black Cleaver. It makes us really tanky. But personally, I really like the stats that Mortal Reminder gives me. Plus, it gives me a little bit of heal cut too, which is always kind of nice. So I love Mortal Reminder, but this game, I don't think Ornn is a big issue. So I'm actually going to continue down the route of Infinity Edge. Just gonna build a lot of damage. And again, I'm not too fussed about killing Ornn. I can play my game really effectively by just shove and move, killing Ornn's team, and basically ignoring the Ornn, which I love doing that. I love playing like that, basically. So if Ornn was popping off and was like super unstoppable, I would definitely itemize a bit more towards him, but I think it's perfectly reasonable this game to just aim at the rest of the team. So for example, this Ashe is actually quite vulnerable. I don't know if they have wards here. I might consider a red trinket to look for some sneaky plays so they don't see me. She might not expect. She had to devote her ultimate there, which is great. She's kind of pinned down there, so I get to shove and move. Okay. Holy moly. Okay, the Graves is more fed than I expected. Let's go back. We're gonna redeploy bottom actually, so let's get this, let's get some damage, get back on the map. So we're gonna redeploy bottom because Baron is up, and one way we can create an opening for Baron is by creating pressure in the opposite side of the map. So I'm gonna ping my team so they get excited about the prospect, and we're gonna create a lot of pressure bottom right now, exactly around the time my team is around Baron. Because that means if they send people to get me bottom, that makes it so my team can get Baron for free. That's the idea. Now, with that said, a lot of them are missing, so I do have to be careful here. Okay. The Katarina is not scary at all, but this guy is. That's the main thing we have to be careful about. And now I'm going to signal my team to do the Baron because we confirmed 2 or 3 people bottom.
Justice, by law or by sword.
We get to also zone the Katarina. I'm gonna W the ultimate. Okay, she's dead. Beautiful. It's okay. Our jungler died, but not the problem. Ooh. Oh, damn. Fair enough. I thought we were gonna be able to TP away in time. We should have just ran away. Sadly, we lose the Baron buff. Really sucks. Let's refocus after that little snafu. Again, great question to ask as we look at the map. First of all, let's focus on Graves because he is probably the biggest win condition for enemy team. The other thing to think about is what is the next objective? Next objective is Dragon. So guess what we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna go to the opposite side of the map and create a bunch of pressure, while also signaling to my team that that's the next thing to think about. There we go. We already have a push going on top lane, but that's completely fine. We're going to shove it all the way because we want to cause someone from the enemy team to react to us. There we go. Now they have to make a choice. Did they just let me take their top side? They don't, right? They send someone here, which means now I can come to the dragon fight, and we are 5 versus 4. Whenever we have a numbers advantage like this, it's a very big... Ooh, holy moly. Okay. It's a very big advantage, basically. Okay, there we go. 5 versus 4. We can take the dragon now. Now, the reality is we caught them with their pants down, but regardless, it was all possible because of the rotation, right? Ashe was top lane. They don't have their ADC in the fight. Guess what that means? That means we get a free dragon fight. And if you kind of look back, a lot of the last 2 dragons were secured because we created that pressure, right? So that's the type of impact we can have as a top laner. A lot of people say, ooh, top lane doesn't have any impact, you're on an island. And of course, to some extent, it's true, but you have huge impact. You can have huge impact. This is potentially dangerous. I'm gonna signal my team to go back. There's no objective for us to fight for there, and instead we're just going to go split the map elsewhere. Gonna be a bit greedy and catch this myself. Let's see if there are any jungle camps that we can grab while we're at it. Anything we can steal from Graves is going to be very positive. He's also sitting at 3 items, so he's very strong right now. I don't necessarily want to screw around with him. So I see that they're all mid, right? So what do? I'm directly going to look to take top lane. Now, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. They might kill my team. But either way, at least I'm getting something in return. We do have to be careful because they might be moving here.
We fight for those.
I just ult him. Only Ashe can come. And she's not very strong. She's only at 2 items currently. And if I keep her top lane, that means she can't defend mid. If she goes defend mid, that means she can't be top lane. Either way, we win. Just trying to be as consistent as possible in the sense that whatever our team decides to do, whatever the enemy team decides to do, we get an advantage. We're in a winning position. Alright, so now we got IE. I think we're gonna go for a steraks. It's gonna round out our build really nicely, give us some extra tankiness. We're gonna redeploy bottom because the Baron is coming up. But once again, we might be able to create a good opening for Baron if people come get me bottom. So if I ping a few times, maybe my team will start hovering Baron, which is what I want. Just get them to think about it. We can't control what they do once again, but we can influence.
In the king's name.
With our pings and our body language. Now, once again, I want my team to actually be at Baron and not where I am, but I can't control what this Nocturne does. If he wants to stick with me, that's what's gonna happen. That was a really bad ultimate. We're gonna catch these guys on the way back. Oh, they're already dead. Beautiful. Right? We just completely shaved that Ashe. Love it. And that is the power of Garen, right? When you build 3 damage items. When you have the Phantom Dancer in IE, you just do so much damage that anyone who is not building armor will legit be erased from the game within seconds. It's crazy. I love this season. This is my favorite season so far for Garen because this build is a thing. I just absolutely love building IE on Garen. It's like the most fun I've had on this champion ever.
Keep faith in yourself.
We don't get to finish the game there, but that's okay. We're gonna go back, complete an item, and then we're gonna have the pressure of like 3 lanes coming in.
The world needs hope.
I mean, look at the damage. I just ignite her and she's dead. Crazy. Now we see that Graves is responding. That means a completely free dragon for us. We also have flash if we need to. Look at the damage we do even on the Ornn. He's building like full tank.
Our courage must never waver.
We still do insane damage on him. And now we have several waves of pressure coming in. Plus the dragon buff from the soul. It becomes really hard for them to defend.
Never forget why.
Kill the Ornn with our ultimate. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Damacia.